the lower the caliber of spirit, the more brutish it is. Okay? The higher caliber of spirit it is, the more nonviolent and generous and giving it is. Okay? So all these freaks that are greedy little bitches that are in violation of the $420 million glutton cap that will be non-existent due to their war crimes, like fucking the illegal tax breaks they took advantage of for the wealthy 1 percentile, which was a terrorist attack on the rest of the world. It's like, yeah, these freaks don't exist. All right? They're controlled by shitworms that need to have it all. Shitworms that set these false fucking goals in their heads that, oh, you should want to be the richest person on the planet. Really? That's not an advanced entity mentality. Stupid. You're supposed to want to get power and wealth so you could bless the things out there that are suffering. That's the only reason you're supposed to want it. Otherwise, you're just a weak-minded freak like them fucking famous motherfuckers all fucking with the monsters with their microphones, right? Okay. So, these monsters that call for death upon others due to skin color or because of their job, they're controlled by shitworms, very low-caliber spirits. Those who would commit rape or get off on rape or, any other kind of violence. Animals fighting to their death. Boxing, violent sports. They're controlled by very low caliber spirits. Their spirits are low caliber and therefore can only connect to low caliber spirits. Shitworms. Okay? When there was the 3 caliber spirits that got put here on Earth. Okay? There was, after Earth was done with the billions of years of all the creation that happened that, people don't realize is recorded in the Bible. It's just not put in there word for word. Goddamn, it's billions of years worth of shit, man. So it skips over. God did this, and okay, now we're going to get to 10,000 years ago where people came into play on this shit, right? And we had to lure the contaminants here, okay? So there was how many years? It's a 12,000 year spirit scan. Okay? So how many years was there that we had it going before we brought the authoritarians in, which is Christ, and all these entities came and went back, and then they saw, hey, wow, there's no funny shit. You just put your wealth in escrow and you go to Earth, and you come back and you get your wealth back. It took 10,000 years, which is 10 days God time. It's only been 2 days God time since Lucifer was incarcerated back in God's realm and Christ was tortured at the hands of the shitworm controlled and crucified. Okay, it's only been 2 days God time, but it's 2,000 years ago our time. All right, so it's a 12-day fucking operation altogether. It took 10 days to lure them in here, to get them to put their wealth up, the wealth of the wicked, to lay it in escrow and come here to this planet, right? And then Christ came here to enact the spirit scan, to put everything in premonition of existence mode. It was a completely different planet at that point. It was a completely different ride that they were getting on, but they had no clue, you see. So they thought it was just like the previous 10 days. Yeah. So they came here. They've got the lower caliber spirits are being scanned because there's shitworm spirits loose here. When the spirits got sent here, there was the fallen angels, which became devils. There was Lucifer, Satan, and there was humans. Okay, the humans got put here. They were here for 1,000 years, which was 1 day of rest, God's time. Then the following work day, God realized, oh, wow, I forgot to put somebody to tend the portal over there in that garden. Because there used to be a portal that connected our realms, and there was a garden around it. It was disguised as a garden. And, so oh, wow, that's where the 8th-day creation comes in, the Adamic race. Okay, Adam and Eve. They weren't the first people on earth. Lucifer was already running amok on the planet. Him and his fallen angels for 1,000 years, fucking women, trying to dilute the race, trying to be God. Okay? Because they knew that at some point Christ was going to have to be incepted through a bloodline to undo this little thing, to buy it back, to buy back those who graduate the spirit scan. This is where Christ came in with those who were there will be there. All right. Some of you understand what I just said. I don't have to iterate any further than that. It's like, those who were then will be, in the future. They will, their eyes will see. Okay. That connotates that, hey, they had to be tricked with a first trip here. And during their first trip, they may have came here and they were here for longer, like 800 years. People used to live to be like 700, 800, 900 years old back in the days of Noah. And then God had to shorten that down. Well, then when we enter this premonition of existence / spirit scan mode, 2,000 years ago, our time, 2 days ago, God time. When we entered that mode, the life of man is 70 plus years. It got shortened down even more. Okay? So it's like you got these various caliber spirits. The devils, the fallen angels, when the flood of Noah happened, they were given the option: come back, and there'll be either one or two things you'll do. You either be born of women in the end times and you have to do what you were born to do, or you will come back pretending to be angels with Lucifer when he comes back to the planet for a growing season, pretending to be Jesus Christ for the tribulation, right? But everybody thinks this is an entity that is against Jesus. So, they don't understand what the fuck they're looking at. So it's like, you got the devils went back. There was also a whole, the ones that didn't go back got killed in the flood with their hybrid giant spawn. They fucked women. They created giants. 2-3 generations down the road, they became full-grown giants, and they were mean-spirited and treated the other creations of God like shit. They had to be dealt with, right? Plus, they didn't have spirits. It was kind of like cheating. It was like creating your own race. God doesn't like that shit. So it's like, there was a lower grade spirit besides those. We see it where the entities are mistaken for each other in the scriptures because people don't know about them. They think that now they're like interdimensional aliens and oracles. No, they've always been here, but they didn't have bodies. Okay, the angels, the fallen angels, that and the devils that got thrown here to earth, Lucifer, they had bodies. They could have intercourse with the women. They could fuck the women. The shitworm spirits weren't entrusted with bodies. They were like, it's probation, right? See how they act. Maybe they can become redeemed. At some point, they were offenders that caused them to lose all forms of, matter, right? Body matter. So, they're here, and instead of trying to do what's right with, the time they have to work with and become redeemed, right? And where they can exist, because I really doubt that they knew that this is a spirit scan and the parameters, that they would be time looped as, the things they cause to suffer, and then they'd be eternally executed to where they never existed at all. I really think that was hidden from them because of the way they acted. Because they started right away being mutinous against Lucifer and God and Christ. Before Christ came to the earth as Christ, they were being mutinous against him. Okay? and Lucifer, they were angry. They took it like, Lucifer had something to do with it. He participated in it just because he could fuck the women. Okay, so they're angry about that. So they started right away tampering with the hieroglyphs and with the minds of those who recorded history. The fallen angels and Lucifer had an agenda: kiss some ass. That's what got them cast here in the first place. See, these entities are sexual. They're non-violent. Okay, the devils and Lucifer are non-violent because they're sexual. That's why they were cast from God's sight to earth. But the other entities, the shitworm spirits, the lower caliber spirits that did not get brought back away from the earth when Christ left this place as a spirit scan, is like those entities are impotent. They do not have sexual interest. So if they can possess something, it's only to cause harm. It's not to get into sex. Okay. If they can control something, it's not to cause something good or to cause sexual pleasure. It's to cause hurt. You see, they want to cause violence. They want to cause famine. This is the devil that truly comes to kill, steal, and destroy. This is not the higher caliber devils, Lucifer. God wasn't talking about them, when he was warning about the shitworms. That's what people don't understand. They put Lucifer behind every doorknob and behind every bush. He hasn't been here for 2,000 years. But his adversaries have. His common adversaries, they are common to him and to Christ and to God. They have a common adversary. It's the shitworm spirits. Okay? But there's also those who they pretended to be among us. They were pretended to be our equals that are not our equals. They're here now amongst us. They do not league with us to empower us to accomplish what needs to be accomplished for Lucifer to come here to finish this off. No, they're defying it because they're controlled by shitworms that want to use them to cause heartbreak, I was going to say. Cause heart. Cause hurt, okay? It's like, they're totally opposite from the devils, the fallen angels, and Lucifer, you see? But it's like, it's easy not knowing what you're looking at when you're looking at scripture to not know that God's talking about, two completely different caliber spirit. It's like there's the caliber that's on the devil level. They're real devils. They came here with bodies when they came to earth, and they're gone, but they're coming back. Okay, it'll be like in the days of Noah. They'll be fucking women again, right? Where the women will be ravished. Your wives will be ravished, not raped. Your wives are raped now. That's because of what's here now. They're shitworms. They're impotent little bitch worms. They want everything they see. They want to fuck everything up. They want to sabotage the conjoined end time agenda of God, Christ, and Lucifer. They are mutinous little bugs. Shitworm fits them perfectly because they burrow in the shit and just try to eat it all. And that's what they do. Because I see the entities that they control as shit. Human-shaped, human-looking shit. They don't exist. They're non-existent. They don't realize they're just premonitions of their potential existence. So they're very cocky, and they're just very blatant about how they look down on everybody else and how they think that they should be able to cull the herd and they should be able to do all this evil shit to other people. They should be able to fucking molest their maids. They should be able to fuck with the food. They should be able to contaminate your water. They should be able to fucking contaminate your air. They should be able to pump fucking goddamn vaccines into your children that fuck them up physically. They should be able to pump media and false information into your child's mind to fuck your child's mind up. They should be able to try and fucking contaminate your child so badly that your child will get itself eternally executed, or your whole bloodline, because it's a sin to spawn something that is going to negatively affect something else on God's planet. You have a responsibility once you spawn it that you better raise it right or kill it. Yeah, because it gets you and your whole bloodline, your daddy and your grandpa, eternally executed. Yeah, but as far back as is necessary to get rid of the contamination. Okay? So that's something to think about, is the caliber spirit. You can tell what caliber spirit is in somebody by, how they are. Are they violent and stupid and brutish? Or are they intelligent and sexual? And not in a rapey way, They have rapey, brutish bullshit. That's bullshit, okay? I'm talking about, are they advanced where, they're desirable, and they do good stuff with their power and their resources and their premonition of existence here. You see, that there's a different caliber spirit that we're dealing with here, and not everybody realizes that.